Hi guys, I thought I'd do a quick follow-up on what happened to my drones that I dropped into the water. The first one, this one right here, this one was underwater for, I think it was 3.5 hours. Basically when I got home, I blew it out with pressured air and tried to get rid of most of the moisture out of it. I took it apart, dried everything. Everything was pretty much dried already, but I took some alcohol and I wiped everything down with the alcohol and a little brush. It turned out that this one had, well, the transmitter wasn't working because it was full of water, so I took that one apart and I cleaned it all out and wiped that with a little brush with alcohol also. But this one, the ESC number 4, that was gone. Everything else seemed to work okay. The camera, when I first turned it on, you could see bubbles in the picture. So I took that apart, and it's one of these cheaper cameras. But I took it apart, and with one of those soft lens cleaning towels, I wiped off the sensor. I put it back together, and it was still foggy. The lens had retained some moisture inside. But after a day, that was gone, so that came back and worked fine. And so what I did is I replaced all 4 ESCs. I put 4 new ones, and I took the other 3 and I just kept those as spares. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So I did take everything apart and I wiped it with alcohol. The minerals in the water, it just started making everything white. So. But yeah, so that took care of this one. Oh, I did take off the other PDB that was in here that was making it a lot heavier than it should have been. So I got rid of that, and so now it's working again. The other one, this one right here, this one also had this ESC that blew out, and I took also this one apart, cleaned it out. Ironically, this camera on here, it's I guess it's like a copy of the HS1177. That one I cleaned it out and with alcohol and everything, but I didn't really need to because it worked fine. It was unbelievable. The receiver on this one didn't get any water. Maybe it was because it was upside down. And everything on this one, I think pretty much everything worked on this one again also. But I did take everything apart and I cleaned it all out just to make sure. After I put it back together and I switched this ESC, this one was kind of like choking a little bit, so I decided to change this ESC also. Now this and this ESC are the old ones from the other quadcopters. So, and that was pretty much it. So don't give up if you have a drone that falls in the water. If it would have fallen in salt water, I would have rinsed it off with some tap water or something right off the bat. Now, as far as my new run cam is concerned, that one went bad. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. So this is the run cam that I was using that day, and this one is gone. I took it all apart and I tried it with alcohol and everything, and it kind of came back to life, but at the end it didn't work. What I did is, supposedly they sell the motherboard for it right here, and this is basically the whole camera with the exception of the lens, but that one was sealed, so I think that one would be fine. So on a different video I'm going to show you how to swap this. It's really easy, but I'll show you anyway. Thought about buying a new one, but when I found this was $45, and so I decided to get this instead, and hopefully it'll work. So in the next video I'll show you how to swap those out real quick. That's pretty much it. So everything worked fine afterwards, so if you do happen to drop your drones in the water, you still have a chance. Don't give up. Alright, talk to you later.